Hey guys, it's Jake here. Hey, I'm at one of my favorite places, the ballpark in Arlington, or Globe Life Field here. I have a special guest, Joel, for King and Country.
Good to see you. And another special guest here, right? Your daughter,
my little girl here,
Cassidy. Thank you for joining us today.
So, pardon the pun. What's on deck for today?
What's on deck? This is a rarity for us. We did do this, I think, about 2.5 years ago. We played at the Rangers, and it's such a different show because usually we have like the lights and the LED, and we're in we just finished a theater tour. And in this case, it's going to be 5 p.m. and it's outside, and we're on a tiny little. It's basically like a semi-trailer, right? So a tiny little stage, and we're actually kind of looking forward to it because it gets back to like just the grit and the gusto of music. We're just going to play. We're going to play 5 songs off the new record and a load of others, and we're going to play Cassidy's favorite. We're going to play "Fix My Eyes."
Right.
We're going to start off with it. Yeah.
So, starting the outdoor season, you're starting festival season here shortly.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part about the festival season?
This is our first outdoor show in America this year. Outdoor concerts can either be the worst or the greatest concerts of your whole year. So it all depends on how the weather, which is a beautiful day today. But when it all aligns, it's spectacular. Some of my favorite concerts because you can be out in a winter festival, you're out in the field in the middle of nowhere, and you can see the stars, and you're singing these songs, and you're all together. It can be a profound moment. So I feel like today, with everyone having some good, American fast food in them, and some soda, and a good baseball game, we'll be ready. We'll be ready. Yeah.
So we're known for some of the best ballpark food here, some of the most unique. Are you gonna get the 2-foot-long boomstick? And the gut bombs, or are we passing on that today?
To be determined. The gut bomb. Have you had the gut bomb before? No, you don't know what the gut bomb is?
We haven't done any of those, have we?
No. The gut bomb sounds like a bad idea when you're trying to play for an hour and 15 minutes, So I think we might hold off on the gut bomb. But the 2-footer sounds like a good thought though. But to be determined.
Okay.
To be determined.
Let us know about that.
Yeah.
So switching gears a little bit, you just announced your new tour, the Burn the Ships, the World Tour. Just expanded that. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, we released this new album, Burn the Ships, in October last year, and we started the tour, the world tour, at the beginning of this year. We were in New Zealand, and then we did a load of shows in Australia, can you still tell I'm from Australia? My accent? Can you still tell I have an accent? Yeah? Okay. A little bit. So, we were in Australia, then we went to the Philippines, we went to Singapore, and we came back here after and did about 7 weeks of a tour across the United States. But we've always had this dream of taking this show basically into arenas and doing an elaborate concept production. So in this case, the whole stage is going to be shaped like the bow of a ship. There's actually going to be people that can sit inside the stage, and we're going to have these massive LED screens that move, but there's not going to be any special guests. It's just going to be us and the audience, and we're going to play every song off the new album. We're going to play "Fix My Eyes." We're going to play "Joy," all your old favorites, and so the hope is it'll be the most elaborate tour and night we've ever done, but at the same time, I think it'll be the most personal.
You're guys gonna have the railing? You're practicing your Titanic pose.
Yeah. We will have the point. It has been joked about that we should do the Leonardo DiCaprio, Kate Winslet moment. But it'd be awkward if it was Luke and I doing it.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I think we might pass on that. Yeah.
Or you could each have your own side for the
maybe
for that side.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. Again, to be determined.
To be determined.
Yeah.
Right. So, last time we talked with you guys, the album was out for just a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
It had already been getting
and I
some
was
good
sick
feedback.
as a dog. Well, I wasn't there. I think Luke did it.
Yeah. So, now that the album has had some time to breathe, you've been hearing some more stories. What has the impact of this new album been?
Well, it's been, we were talking about it earlier today, it's been really remarkable. So we're 7 months in to the day. released on the 5th of October. You know, it's the 5th of May. I think my math is right. It's homeschool, 7 months. Yeah. So it's still a young record, but it's what's been really incredible. It's a romantic album, kind of celebrating our wives. It's a social album. I became a United States citizen a little while ago, and it's also obviously it's a spiritual album. And it's hence the title, Burn the Ships. It's an album of no retreat, and it's been remarkable to be able to play these shows, not just in America, but to play them as part of this world tour, to play them worldwide, and to see that music can really reach, not only reach across religious boundaries or political boundaries or ethnic boundaries, whatever it might be, but it can actually reach across the ocean to people. And that has been, I think, one of the most remarkable things is to hear, even around the world, people really being impacted by the songs.
So I asked Joel this last time, but
or Luke, I'm Joel. But Mum gets it confused all the time as well, so it's alright. Do you have any siblings? Just you. Okay, so you don't get confused.
Yeah, see that when you're starting to think ahead about some questions, you know, like I had Luke in the brain. So we asked Luke last time, you know, how it was working with Courtney and Mariah. So I'll ask the same question: how was it working with Mariah on Pioneers?
Well, I've sung with Mariah on some of her projects before, and she actually has sung a lot on this record. So on Joy, if you hear the gospel vocalist in the background, that's my wife. Luke has sung with Courtney, but we've never sung the four of us together. And I remember when we started working on the song, and I'd come up with the idea of it, I thought, well, this could be a really beautiful concept. You know, initially it was just Luke and I singing it together, and it was very awkward. I tracked Mariah and my vocal, but I was in Australia last year when Luke and Courtney tracked their portion. I remember coming home and sitting in the studio and listening to it all put together, all four of the vocals. And I cried. It was so moving to me to hear all of us singing these words that it was a real special moment. And there's been a lot of love songs written about the infancy of love, the first kind of spark of love, but not a lot written about the consistency or the sacrifice or the beauty of committed love. And Pioneers was really that for us, the four of us. So yeah, it being almost 6 years into marriage, it was a special moment.
So out of all the songs on Burn the Ships, which one's the most personal to you? Which one is your song off the album?
They all have different places in my heart. You know, God Only Knows was very. I remember I had that phrase written on my phone, just those three words, God Only Knows, and it always struck me what a flippant phrase it is, but when you really dig into it, how incredibly profound the thought is. But I think the most ironic and in turn maybe the most moving song of the album for me is a song called Control. I'm the middle of 7 kids, and I'm the kind of the little engine that could with a lot of this stuff, and so my wrestle in life is this: okay, there's a beauty to, you know, dreaming and putting things into action, but there's also in the grand scheme of life this release that you have to have, releasing control. So yeah, I would say Control.
All right, well, just to wrap it up, you know, with the tour that's coming out down the line here, you have a special package, I understand, with VIP tickets.
Yeah.
With Compassion.
Yeah. We've partnered with Compassion International since the beginning of the band. They're a child sponsorship program, for those who don't know, and they're just doing really excellent work around the world in not only providing education and food for people, for young people, but really revolutionizing families and offering them hope and faith and changing the trajectory of their future. And so we thought if the offer is, hey, if you are able to sponsor a child as a couple or as a family or individually, as a thank you, we kind of offer you some of the preferred seats for the tour, and we're doing a question and answer before that you'd be invited to for the night. And it was just a way of kind of us saying thank you for let us give to you, if you will, as you're kind of giving to support this incredible program around the world. Right?
So where do we find the tickets?
As I understand it, if you type in ships.forkingandcountry.com or ultimately just for kingcountry.com, I think you can find it all there.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much.
Thank you, Jake Cassidy. It's great doing it.